Ebony Podcast Studio.
Want you to speak up, speak up your mind.
Hello guys, welcome to Speak Up. I'm Kingsley and I will be your host tonight. And we will be discussing a topic that has been affecting a lot of homes, and we complain that hookup is on the rise, and we wonder why it is such a lucrative business. Because if nobody is patronizing them, I don't think it will be this lucrative. So we'll be looking into factors, because if you check it properly, it is married men that actually patronizes these hookup girls, because it is only a married man that can afford to pay them the kind of fee that will finance their lifestyle. So what are the root causes? If there is no issue at home, I don't think a married man would have any reason to patronize a hookup girl. So today we'll be treating factors that contribute to men not being romantically or sexually attracted to their wife or wives after staying with them for over a period of time. And with me today I have Mr. Adebisi Adeyinka Omogbolahon, a senior supervisor at Service Facility Management LLC Dubai, and above all, the chief whip of Yoruba in Diaspora, United Emirates Arab Emirates. It's an honor to have you on our show tonight. Welcome to the show.
Yeah, it is my pleasure. Well, good evening.
And I have with me again Mr. Sam Ola, an educationist, teacher, music ministry, brand leader, CEO, Solar Band International, with 27 years existence. You're welcome to the show.
Thank you so much.
And together we'll be treating the topic, why do married or couple become friends over a period of time living together, to the extent that some of them stays 3, 4, 2, 1 month without even touching each other. They become friends or more like a stranger under the same roof. So we'll be handling the topic together. Mr. Sambola, I would like you to give us a better introduction of yourself.
Well, it's a pleasure to have me here tonight, and I'm very, very honored. Just like you said, my name's Sam Olaliko, popularly known as Solad. I run my own music industry here in the UAE in the last 15 years, and the band itself has been in existence for about 27 years. And plus, we do other things. I'm an educationist, I'm a music minister, and of course, minister of the Word of God. So I'm a member of Redeemed Christian Church of God. It's a pleasure to have you here, and I'm so delighted to be on this show tonight.
Sorry, I would like to ask, are you married or you're single?
Yeah, I'm married, father of 2 grown-up boys. And
how many years are you celebrating marriage as of today?
well, this month precisely makes it 15 years of my me being married.
15 years.
Yeah.
Wow, that's a very, very wonderful resume.
Yeah.
15 years experience in any field is you're an expert.
Yes.
And Mr. Adebisi Omogbolahon, I would really appreciate, can you just tell us a little about yourself, what you do, years in marriage, and if you're single or if you have more than one wife, you can always let us know.
Yeah, good evening once again. I'm Adebisi Adeyinka Omogbolahon by name, then senior supervisor in Service Facility Management LLC in Dubai. I'm 16 years in marriage.
Oh.
I'm happily married with kids. So I've been in Dubai since 2015.
2015.
Yeah, with my family.
Wow. It's nice having you guys on the show once more. And like I said, we'll be handling this topic together. It's something that is really, really affecting a lot of homes presently. Because I can tell you for free, some married men have not touched their wives for months. But once they get out there, they don't seem to get enough from their side chicks. You know?
Yeah.
So I just want to know, for the benefit of our viewers, what do you think are the root causes of a man staying under the same roof with a wife for months and is not, or they are not sexually attracted to each other? Mr. Ola, I would like to start with you.
Okay, all right. Well, it's a very good topic that we can actually talk about. That should happen between a man and a woman. Also, can be the support that a man expects. I have a couple who, you know, continuously have issues in home, and that pushes the man outside. You know, when you ask the man, he tells you
Issues
that,
like what issue?
issues like he's the only one that is shouldering the responsibility at home. Okay, he expects that, you know, some form of assistance should be coming from the wife.
E.g., for
Okay.
example.
Well, okay, let's say for instance where we are in the United Arab Emirates. It's not a place where you want to stay and you work, maybe you earn a salary of 3,000 or 4,000 dirhams,
Okay.
and you've got a family you want to manage. You want to, the minimum a family of 2-3 wants to stay, it's a 1-bedroom. If you take a salary of 3,000-4,000 dirhams, is that enough for you to take care of those needs? We want to be honest to ourselves, that's not enough, right? So you want a wife that is also working to support. Okay, some of all these are, you know, when I was, you know, interacting with this guy, these are the reasons why he told me, look, she's not even attractive to me, because I really feel disappointed that, you know, she's there and she's not supporting me. You get what I'm saying? So that's another point that can make a man not to make the wife attractive to him, when there is issue of, you know, working below standard, the wife working below expectation of the husband in terms of financial support in the house. Okay, that generates issues.
Finances.
Yeah, finances. So that generates issues, and you know, somebody you're not happy with, and you just look at her like, I only to chop food.
You know, that's one aspect, right?
Yeah.
And
I'm also talking about the sex.
Oh, okay. And Mr. DBC, do you agree with what Mr. Ola is saying here, or do you have another perspective totally from what he's saying?
Oh, thank you very much. I have contrary opinion about what he's saying.
Okay.
From my home view, when man and woman, let me say husband and wife, have been staying for a long time, a relationship, then we get to a stage that you get used to each other. You will not be attracted to each other as far as the whole time.
Okay.
It's not necessarily be any misunderstanding. Actually, man is a polygamous in nature.
Okay, that means they must chop rice and beans.
Not the much chop, it is wish.
Okay, if they wish to eat rice and beans.
It is your decision. Man is polygamous in nature. So, but when you have a child, so one those ladies, I mean those men that have ladies concubine outside,
Okay.
they will more attractive to them than the housewife, in the essence of your housewife is every day you have seen him.
Okay.
your
Side chick.
side chick is once in a while. Then your your housewife have get used to you, you have get used to you. Your side chick is not like that, but is let me say is just a nature. 75% of men these days, they have it.
They have what?
They have girlfriend.
Side chick. Okay.
Yes. It's not. It's even 99%. Let me say 99%.
No.
It's
99%.
9%. Let me tell you the truth. It's 99%. It's by His grace if you don't have it. Maybe you have had it before. You have stopped.
Oh yeah.
You understand? Some of them have had it before. Like me now. Like me. Maybe I have it before. I've stopped.
Okay.
You understand? So that one is normal. But that you didn't have it at all from beginning of your life, it's by His grace. Even so-called pastor, so-called imam, they have it.
I would want us to look at it from the root cause. You're saying it is natural.
Yes.
But I believe you can always rekindle your relationship. That's my own personal observation. But like you said, it is natural. How do you get there? How can you know that you are there already?
Now, the issue is, if you look at it, our great grandfather, then they have like 3 wives, 4 wives. Do you understand? So now we, in our own generation, we are trying to be at least me and my wife, which is not. If you
Our
are,
nature.
yes, which is not our nature. That is why some of men go outside. They will have their own satisfaction outside. That is it.
Mr. Oladia, something to say?
Yeah. I don't want to cut him in between, but like he said that I want to talk from the perspective of morals and as someone who has the knowledge of the Word of God. Okay, look, there's no how long you should live with your woman and feel that she's no longer sexually attractive to you. There are things, like I said, there will be reasons. When you see a man, if I decide to cheat today, okay, for me, I believe there is a reason for me to have done it. And one of those reasons is when you discover that your wife is not meeting up to your expectation. A woman that is working, let's take for instance now, people like Funke Adejumo now, she's a minister, the husband is a pastor as well. Okay, I don't even want to, I think I'm even, there are other people that we can. I was watching yesterday about a lady, Ibukun. How many of us know Ibukun Awoshika or something? That lady, you see how industrious that woman is even before she got married. Okay, for such kind of a person, she has made herself even before she went into marriage. Now, the husband, listen, you have a woman who is beautiful, she's doing everything you expect, she's a supportive wife. For me, I think that's a man married to a woman like that who continue to be attractive. That you live for long and you're not, the sexual urge is not like, the attraction is not like when you got married. It is possible. I'm not disputing that with what Mr. Bisi said, but it doesn't make that man to step out for a side chick.
Okay.
You may not be. Yeah, maybe I'm not getting your point very clear. Maybe you're talking about men who actually go outside, but I still stand to be criticized that men who leaves their wives at home and go outside, they have a reason. Something must have prompted them to have done that.
You said finances. I've seen a rich woman that the husband still ended up cheating on. She is rich, she's contributing to the name it, but the husband still cheats or cheated with multiple ladies, not just one. So if you're basing it only on finances,
I'm not saying only on finances.
that's what I want us to talk about. Finance is one. I totally agree with you. But to some extent, because I've had people say, okay, when we started the relationship, the chemistry was raw. Let me use the word raw. We do everything from name it, you know, from
Everywhere.
doing this
Yeah.
to doing that, you know. But when we settled in to marriage, we seems to stop doing all those things that actually ignited the relationship from the onset.
Okay. You see, well,
So
just like
what
you
caused
said-
that one? Tell me. What is the causes?
Yeah, no, Mr. BCC.
That is why we said men are polygamous in nature.
I agree with you
You
when
understand?
people say that men are polygamous in nature.
So-
But see, again, it's about your upbringing, it's about your belief, it's about what you as a person think about, you know, about what marriage is. You know, marriage, there are different types of marriages. I don't want us to, you know, start talking about marriages and we're all talking about reasons why men all of a sudden will see their wife unattractive to them.
Exactly.
Okay, so now, yes, you have said it. You've seen, we've seen families where money was never a challenge, but yet the man stepped outside. Then we will say that probably that man is a man that's, you know, just like my brother said, maybe he's polygamous in nature. He does feel like, no, I can't just make do with one woman. You understand? And, you know, I just feel like, okay, let me step outside, even though they still have the love of their wife at heart. You will see, I've heard of people who cheat and they will tell them, are you okay? My wife is calling them. They're with their side chicks. You know, they love their wife. They don't, you know, but almost, this is my life. Oh. You understand? There are men like that they still step outside once in a while, like, oh, let me catch cruise, you know, and come back to the house. That, like, you understand? But yes, just like my brother said that Africans that we are, you know, we have this tendency of marrying 2, 3, 4 wives. You know, my other religion will say men Oluwa.
You know, I understand where he's coming from. You know, as the chief priest of Yoruba in diaspora,
Yes.
by default is a traditional man. You know, understand? So I believe it is allowed to step out according to what you said.
It's not that it's allowed.
Okay.
Okay?
It's a matter of
not-
choice.
It's a matter of choice.
Yeah.
That's what I said.
Yeah.
It's not that it's allowed. I'm a Christian.
Okay.
Okay? And in our own belief, we only one wife.
One
Muslim,
wife.
yes, you and your wife. Muslim, their belief is married to 3.
As you have the ability.
As we have the ability, to the
Yeah.
extent of 4.
Okay.
Understand?
Because we are all
But
air, we should
when you look at it, in our nature from Africa, men is polygamous in nature. Our old generation, our new generation, this is where we started, me and my wife. Even Muslim now, they are going to
No,
course
and
their
I
marrying
I quite agree with
But-
what Mr. BC is saying actually.
In our grandfather, they are married for 3.
And
Then when
they
they-
live longer.
Yes. Then when they have married 2, when they decided to marry 2 or 3, 4, you will not see them outside.
Okay.
You understand? Whatever the girlfriend they have or the side chick, they know that this one is going to my home. You understand? I'm going to marry this one.
No side chick.
No, they know they can start it from girlfriend or side chick, but at the end of the day, they will got married to them. You understand? That is why they marry 3 or 2.
Don't you think morals, like you said, can be a contributing factor to why men step out? For example, if you have a nagging wife or a woman that challenges any of the authority,
A woman is not
Yes.
or
submissive.
it can be vice versa. Because it is not only women, it is not only men that steps out. Women too do what? They step out. Whereas still they are not attracted to their husband.
See, Mr. Moderator, I want you to understand one thing. When we talk about men cheating, there are a lot of reasons in the world of now that contribute to it. I want to tell you something. When I was growing up as a bachelor, I used to have a girlfriend. Okay, this girlfriend, she so much loved oral sex. I don't like it.
Okay.
I don't like it. And you know, I started thinking in my mind that this person that she would tell me, so that go down. So that go down. I don't understand. Go down. What do I
Go down to where?
No, but jokes apart.
Which I won't go do for down.
Jokes apart.
So I want to go.
I'm going to go up, my brother. So
Why would you go down?
you understand? So now that kind of a woman, I'm already seeing her that if I marry this kind of man, me I know if you go down. Till today I know they feel go down.
Wow.
I know they feel go down till today. Oh.
Seriously.
I know they feel go down. So you know that kind of a person now, my brother. So I'm already saying that there's going to be a problem because see this thing, it is about what compatibility. So if a woman or if a man is not getting what makes him or her happy in his spouse, he or she will step out.
Can't you learn? You know, if you are not used to going down, can't you learn to start going down?
I went on YouTube actually, and everything I see on YouTube is telling me. I was asking YouTube the repercussion of going down, of licking woman's clitoris. Okay, YouTube is only telling me the satisfaction. Do you understand? And I don't have the guts, the courage to go and speak to a doctor. I was up to 30 years. So you now expect me to go and be asking, you understand? So, and that thing, so to be honest, you know, it's not something I like. So that could be a reason also that can make compatibility.
Okay.
There is so many factors that can lead to this. Understand? When you marry your wife initially, there is burning, like love is burning.
Oh, fire.
Fire.
Love will talk you.
Yes. But when you come to a stage that you have get to, you have used to each other, like 10 years, 5 years, the respect is going to be limit. You understand? The way he approach you, the way he talk to you, even in conversation between you and your spouse, you understand? It will change. So some men will try to try to let it be as the way we start, but the woman will not be able to do that because they have get used to the man.
Okay, you're talking about familiarity now.
Familiarity.
They've stayed together for a period of time, so they've see finish.
Like see finish.
See finish.
Yes, like see finish.
Okay, now if see finish, how does now we are at least establishing some factors.
Yes.
See finish from your wife. It's inevitable. There is nothing you can do about that. So how do we?
Yes, I'm coming. If it gets to that stage, you know, men, we are men now. When you go outside, you started thinking, how, if I still
see finish with this one.
Yes, if I still talk about this at home, this woman will still change it for me. You understand?
Yeah.
Started look for some area to relax your mind. Before you get to maybe something is bothering you at work or is there, you understand. You need to look for some area to relax your mind before you get home. You understand? From there, you get trapped with. You understand? So there is so many factors.
Yeah,
You understand?
Yeah.
When the woman did not respect you anymore at home,
Yeah, we talked about that.
when the
How do we get there? How do we get to that aspect that
trust.
she stopped respecting you, because I believe you will not marry a lady or a woman that never respected you. So I believe when you guys started, she was respectful.
Of course.
So what happened? What transpired? What led to the
Just like
disrespect?
Mr. BC said, see, by the time you start living together, there are some boundaries that you both should be crossing, okay? And you know, the trust issue is also an issue. You know, I was with a friend and I asked him, what happened to your marriage? He said, oh my, I smell the girl, they go a bed. I want too much. Every time I sit down, every time I sit down. Now sit down one chop. You understand? The girl does not trust that extent. And also when we look at like the scriptures said, when the foundation is destroyed, what will the righteous do? But yeah, when it is faulty, a lot of people started on a wrong platform. You know, like, and a lot of people think that, you know, just like Mr. ABC said, like when you start, it is rosy. You know, by the time challenges of life start setting in, you know, you start thinking, okay, and you're not getting exactly what you want from your woman. You know, that could also lead to a factor that pushes the man outside. Now, I also want to talk about Mr. BC talking about you know, the woman is not attractive because they've stayed together for quite some time. I am of the opinion that I used to do that with my wife. Okay, that look, babe, not every time they do this missionary method. But you understand? Okay. Who will change the style?
No, yes.
They do doggy, they do this thing. Do you understand?
You guys are spicing it all.
Exactly. But you have some ladies that after two, three, yeah, which kind style again, like to fresh, you understand? So some of all these things can actually, a man will just decided that okay, no problem. That can be a factor that could push. So learning never stops. Okay? Yes, I'm a man of God. I preach, I lead people, but I still do not see anything wrong for me to go and see how to spice up my sexual life on social media.
You know?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, spicing it up on social media.
Yes, I mean, I watch some movies that there's some clips that ask, man, this is the way they do it. So even if they are paid to do whatever they are doing, but at least you watch it and see.
Are we talking about porn here?
Yeah. You said it. You said it. Okay, so you said it. But I don't have a problem there, because listen, when you give your spouse, you give her, you take her to that realm, that the both of you. I'm not talking about men alone now. I'm talking about even the women. You are filled from the house. When you see a woman outside, you just take your eyes, because daily we see attractive ladies out there. Is it all of them will be attracted to? Bah. So the most important thing is when you think that you're not getting what you want from your spouse, sit her down. Me, I just told you. I tell my wife, enough of this missionary style. Yeah, she's styling me.
Happy. Mr. DBC, what do you have to say?
So what of those
who
who satisfy their husband with all the style, financially, respectful, everything? Their husband is still going out. What is the cause?
Yeah, they are going out because such kind of men will describe them as men that are not satisfied with what they have. Do you understand? They are not satisfied. And that is
not
by
that
coming back for you. It is their nature.
They are satisfied. You know, some men have that I cannot have two wives, only my wife, but they have side chick. You know, they know it's not that they don't love their wife.
But you know, from the little,
but you know, there are consequences attached to that.
We will get to that later.
Yeah.
But now I wanted to say something regarding spicing it up. Welcome back to our show, your show, Speak Up. And I still have with me Mr. Ola and Mr. Adebisi to discuss the topic regarding why men go out and women as well. But now, we've been able to establish some facts. according to Mr. Ola, you said finances could be a major problem. And Mr. Labisi, you said men are polygamous in nature. And I would like to establish some other facts like character and compatibility. You said because behind the scene, we seem to have a lot of things to say, and when we come online, we seem to be holding back. Now, I want to ask, you said finances. Can you break it down more? How finances can affect a relationship and how we can fix it? Briefly.
Okay, I'm going to explicit, and I didn't just talk about finances alone, okay? I still talk about the sexual aspect of it, that we have some women that cannot satisfy the sexual urge of their men. So as a result, the men will not want to pick up fights at home. They find a solace outside. Okay, that's that. Now, finance. I also talked about finance because finance. There are women that they have the ability to be able to work to support their men at home, but they just choose not to. Okay, some women may even have, you know, the money while the man is going through you know, a very difficult time, that you expect that, okay, let the woman shake body, you know, and the woman would be like, no, you know. So these are some of the reasons that can make the man to like, okay, there is no problem. Stay, and you know, when there is a fight, when the going is good, there is nothing that will make a responsible man not to that will make a wife of a responsible man not to be attractive to him. When the going is good, it is when problems start arising in the home that the man will step out, like, no problem. You know, when there is no problem at home, there is mutual understanding. Babe, okay, this is what I have. You know, they will continue to look attractive to you. The man will not want to hurt the wife, because see, there is nothing hidden under the heaven. No matter how smart a man can be, a time will come that the woman will know that my husband is cheating.
Well, me, I'm of the opinion that taking care of kids is a full-time work. I know what I'm saying. To take care of kids, it's not yams.
Okay.
Because I have 2 kids, and spending 2 hours with them alone is like spending 48 hours with them.
How old are your kids?
One is 5 and one is a year old.
Okay, how about people that have got children above the age of 10?
Age of 18 years, sir.
18.
That their children have matured.
Okay.
You understand? So children should not be a challenge. Why? The woman should not be able to satisfy the husband.
That
okay?
is not an excuse.
It is not an excuse. It's not an excuse. Right?
Yeah, it's not an excuse.
So women sometimes they are just like that. They find it very difficult to support their men financially because they feel that this is what I've worked for and it has to.
Okay, now how can that be corrected? How can we? Is there any way we can prevent a relationship from getting to that point where finances will become an issue? How can we sort out our financial differences? Or is there no way we can make it work or blend it up?
Maybe Mr.
So when the only way I think is understanding.
Understanding.
Yes. When you understand your spouse understands you, you know, because we cannot say we will not have issue.
Yes.
Financially, you are going to have issue. But when there is issue, you understand each other. You settle it immediately.
Okay.
You understand. So that one we can be able to stop it. reduce it, not even to stop. Because
And also,
when you have issue with your spouse, with issue of finance, don't let it go beyond immediately. Don't wait till next hour, next minute. Let me say next minute. Settle it immediately.
Immediately.
you know, for me, I want to talk from what works for me. Okay. There are times that my wife will have some money and I want to withdraw, I want to take it from her, and she will say, no, I'm not giving you. Why? Because there are times where she had trusted me with our money and I probably misuse it. So when she's got another money, more money, or another money is coming into her hand, she just feel like, no, I'm not giving you this. But when a woman knows that you're responsible, she won't have a problem because you're asking, how can this be resolved, right?
Yes.
In your home. So the only way to resolve it is men stand up to your responsibilities. You know, whatever you want to do, do it. Don't wait. If you have me, maybe my wife would have the opportunity to watch this. I don't know, but there is, even when she doesn't ask me for money, when I know I have money, I give. Oh yeah, take this. Do you understand? So for me, she doesn't, if I see any, there is no amount I see with her, like, I need that money, that she doesn't release. Okay. But because she knows that there is no amount, I'm an Hausa brought up person. Asam Akashi. Sorry. What I'm trying to say in essence is that Asam Akashi, as we get Hausa man, we spend. There is, because when you don't release the one in your pocket, another one won't enter. So,
okay, sorry, Mr. Labisi, do you have anything to say to that?
Yeah, he's right. But the most important thing is understanding each other.
Yes.
Because there is some woman that you will give all, they will still not be satisfied.
yeah.
Yes,
And
then-
just like this, but sorry, sir. What you are saying is true,
Mm.
sir. Where there's a place of sitting and having a discussion about it.
That's it. You
You
know,
discuss
there
it.
is like me now. You like me. If I need money from my wife, I will show that the responsibility to her. Take care of this. She understand. Then she will not argue with me. She
Well,
will-
you know she can shoulder that responsibility.
Yes,
before giving
I cannot give her the responsibility
She
that
cannot shoulder.
she cannot show that. Because I know her pocket, she also know my pocket. She understand. But there is a times that men, we want to do some things. You understand that you will financially handicapped. You understand that at least you will just, yeah, sometimes she will ask me, why? I say, I just want you to do it.
Okay.
You understand?
Yeah.
Yeah, because sometimes they will ask, no, I don't have money. I know that you don't have money, but just do this one for me.
Okay.
You understand?
Okay. Let's quickly address the sexual part. You talked about earlier. You're saying sexual. How would I put it now? If you're not sexually
Meeting up to the
Satisfied.
you're satisfied. That can actually push a man out. When you're not satisfied sexually from your wife.
you're not compatible.
No, there is a place of
Compatibility.
compatibility. There is a place of satisfaction.
Satisfaction.
You know, you can have a woman or a man, it's vice versa, that the woman will, I've come to understand that ladies are not satisfied when you just go one round and you understand. Now, probably,
One round is not enough.
it's not, no lady in my
History.
in my history,
Your calendar.
in my calendar, bros. You do one round.
My pastor.
Hello, Tishi. You understand? Meanwhile, for us as men, we are okay.
With 4 rounds, right?
Maybe for me as a man, once I come, what's still remain, I'm fine. I don't want to say, okay, let's go to the second go. Is it food?
You're serious. If it is food, it's not race now.
It's not race, you understand? So there is a place of compatibility. Compatibility in the sense that maybe the woman has the urge for 3, 4, 5 rounds, and you as a man, now you need to work on that. Okay? Probably before you get into that, you want to take enough rest, you want to make sure that, okay, 1 hour before the time, okay, you're ready. Now there is a place of satisfaction when you're not, I think it's still kind of slightly related. When you're not being satisfied, there are just some people that they just want to choose one sex style in their marriage. The
Ancient of days.
You understand, the missionary style. The dispensation that we are has gone beyond that level. You have to spice it up. You have to change the position. You have to let the woman be on top. You have to, these are some of the ways that you can spice it up. And not just every time you have the woman, you are the every time, what happened? All these things, men do not, or you tell the woman, please come up, and the woman says, I'm tired. I mean, just do. These kind of things can just now imagine that guy can go get friend like my friend. You understand? They go out, and when they now step out, they now see some.
They give them snake in the bucket shadow.
Yeah, not me. This is so when we're not getting all of these vibes from your legally married woman, and you are the type that you have some friends that hang around with other girls outside, you see them and just try and for once see what's at the top. It takes the grace of God for that kind of person to come back. Because if you don't taste time, our moderator is highly basky. You get it, sir. You understand what I'm saying, sir? So these are some of the things that we need to actually, educate the upcoming ones. So that, and I will keep saying it, I tell people that talk to me, seeking for advice before marriage. Sit down with the woman you want to marry. Talk about everything. If you think you're Christians, you're born again, or you don't want to even get down with each other before that, discuss it. What is your sex life about? Do you understand? Are you the type that is satisfied with 2 rounds or just 1 round? Talk about it. You cannot get married and you discover that, but you can make reference. Like, we discussed about this. I told you what my strength is, and we discussed it. Talked about the work, the work aspect of, because it can't continue to be bed of roses in a marriage. It can't continue to be bed of roses.
Definitely.
There will be times that
ups and downs.
Yes, that's okay. What happens? Discuss the issue of money. Discuss the issue of the accounts. How do you want us to run our account? Do you want us to have a joint account? Do you want to have a separate account? Do you want us to have separate accounts and a joint account? Okay? All of these things will help you to make your wife to continue to look attractive, or your spouse to look attractive to you, preventing you from going out. Because there is the long-term consequence and there is a short-term consequence in whatever we do. Okay, so we don't want to go into those consequences now.
What Mr. Adebisi, do you have anything to add to what he said? Okay, you said something about consequences. Can you just hint on that briefly?
To break the trust that you both. Yeah, and when trust is broken, we all understand.
It means nothing.
Exactly. So you continue to break the trust that you both have on each other, and you never can tell the person. You are in the world of social media now. You never can tell what becomes of you tomorrow, and somebody is taking that up. That do you know that even us, you at one time visited me and I was your side chick or something. People use it sometimes to exploit people. Do you get it? So these are consequences that comes along with all of this. Now, if you have children, your children want to, they are saying it. You know, one way or the other, you have grown up children and they say, my father did this. Now, what legacy are you leaving for your children? By the time your own children to also grow up, that's what my father do now. You understand? So these are some of the consequences that is attached to when you leave your wife and you're having a side chick outside. And there is no how you can be perfect between the two. There is no how. You can say I play my card here well, I play my card here well. Right?
Well, do you have anything to say, Mr. Olabisi? To portray what he's saying, I generally believe there is nothing that cannot be fixed.
Absolutely.
In marriages, and what I think is the major problem we're having today is lack of communication. We don't communicate, and when we communicate, we don't communicate at the same time. We might be having a discussion, but we're not communicating. Like our differences. Religious background, like we don't go down and we don't do that. I believe we should always create room for learning. And nobody is an island. It takes two to tango. So a relationship, like you said, Mr. Olabisi, you said something about men being polygamous in nature. But I believe we can always walk around that too. Because as a man, it's a man's world. Yes, it's a man's world. But at the same time, these ladies have feelings and they are humans. You cannot be sleeping with many women and you expect her to be loyal or submissive or respectful. So like he said, it depends on responsibilities and being a responsible person. But notwithstanding, like they used to say, marriage and relationship and issues will never cease. Because once you stop having misunderstanding or misunderstandings in your marriage, then believe me, it is headed to crash. If whatever you do no longer matters, then I think you've gotten to that point of no return. Because I must be honest with you, this is not a topic we take with levity. Currently, the divorce rate in everywhere is alarming.
Yeah.
And the side chick of a thing has come to stay from what I've observed.
Yeah.
It is not going away
anytime
anytime
Mr.
soon.
Moderator, we have this dispensation. I think that most ladies that are not well mannered think that it's even more better to be a baby mama. Do you understand? That's another thing that is trending.
Baby
You see,
mama nice.
you see ladies like I can tell you, I have 2 or 3 of my friends, lady friends, okay, that tells me that I don't want to get married. I just want to have one child, carefree life. Yeah. And there are people that are still, that are decent among ladies. You understand? So, I mean.
Well, with that being said, I would really like to thank you for coming on the show. And this is a topic that is so wild,
Yeah.
and broad and deep, because we've not really touched some sensitive parts of it, like communication, like decency, like courtesy in marriage, because like you said, see finish is another major factor.
Yeah.
And finances. There are so many things, there are so many factors that can lead a man or a woman to start having extramarital affairs. But we should have a standard
Yeah.
And we should try to be responsible
Yes.
from
God's standard.
God's standard.
Yes.
If you have to go by God's standards, which I totally agree with because I'm a Christian, but even in the Old Testament, so we have men of God that were married to more than one woman.
But Mr. Moderator, have you actually sit down to see reasons why people preach against polygamous home? If we look at it in the Mr. BC, why do we want to one wife, one problem,
True.
two wife?
2,000 problems.
Do you understand? Three. I came from a polygamous home, and I know all the stories. This thing that happened, it is from my. Do you get what I'm saying?
That is why people are not ready to marry two wives. They prefer side chick than marry two wives.
This guy
So
is-
that's
They don't want to have two problems.
this guy is.
No!
You just said it yourself. One wife, one problem.
Yeah, this angle you have
2,000 problems.
this angle you are coming from. This is where oh my God.
That means one wife, 10,000 problems.
That's one wife.
So to
Three side
contact
chick. One wife, one side chick. One problem. no problem.
But
Yeah?
there's still going to be a problem. At home.
there will be problems at home.
I think this topic is very wide.
So broad, yes.
Then you talk about how can we resolve it? The resolution is fear of God. You understand? The most important thing about it is fear of God. There is open communication.
Open communication.
Then premature relationship.
Premature
Relationship. That's the most thing that I think we people can work on that can avoid it. You understand?
Well,
So fear of God must
Prevail.
well, like we said, it's a very, very deep topic.
Topic, yeah.
If we continue, we'll be here till Jesus comes.
Yeah.
I would like, starting with Mr. Ola, what advice would you have for couples generally that are having issues or facing one or other more challenges in their relationship?
All right, yeah. Thank you so much, Mr. Moderator. And I'm going to say that couples having issues in their marriages, you have a cheating husband or you have a cheating wife, you should sit down to, discuss this. There is a place of communication. And see, for us as Christians, for us as people, we believe that even God, He is a God of second chance. Okay? He's a God of second chance. There is nothing that cannot be fixed. Sit down, talk about it, and see how the problems can be mended. Okay? If it's about finance, it's something you can sit and talk to yourself. You're not getting the support you want from your man, from your wife. Sit down and let her see reasons why you needed that support. Okay? The sexual aspect is not well defined. Let her watch videos. There is nothing wrong in it if you go on, you ask people that have videos, porn, that you think there are different sexual styles, that it's being done in it. Show her. Did you see the way? Yes, I remember one of the days I got about 10 different sexual styles. If my wife is watching this, she's going to testify to it. I got 10, and I sent it to her WhatsApp, just to kind of tell her that it is possible for us to do this style. My wife is a very reserved person. She doesn't like all of these things, So I sent these pictures to her, different styles, different that, like, seriously, you know. So educate yourself so that, because I know of a lecturer, in fact it's not one lecturer in my school days, it's not one, it's not two, that got HIV virus when, you know, because from promiscuous, from being promiscuous, and, you know, so there is danger out there. When you go outside, you don't know what you are going to meet there, out there. So be careful. And that is why I said, for me, going down is never my thing. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mr. Ola. And Mr. Adebisi, what advice do you have for couples out there that are having challenges or facing one issues or another?
Yeah, this topic is very interesting. Then it's a very wide topic. To me, there is no way that there is not going to be challenges or misunderstanding between spouse in the marriage. Maybe anything. But my advice to them is open communication.
Open communication.
Yes.
Put everything on the table.
Yes, when you have misunderstanding, trash it out immediately and settle it. If you think your husband is shit on you, call your husband. Yeah, what is the problem? Why are you shitting on him? Then let your husband feel free to talk his mind. Don't accuse him. Don't crucify him. Because the more you crucify, the more he's going out. Let him have pleasure in your discussion. Then you will correct yourself.
Peace of mind.
Peace of mind. If it is finance, if it is sexual, if it is character, if it is finance, let's trash it out on the table. And both of them will understand each other. There's no perfect relationship. There's no perfect relationship.
Sure.
But the more you grow, the more you understand each other, the more you learn, then the more you even teach other. That is it.
You grow, you learn, and you teach.
Yes.
That's a good one. With that being said, I want to thank you once more for joining me today. It's been a pleasure having you, Mr. Sam Ola, CEO Solar Band International, to discuss the topic with us here today on Speaker. Mr. Olabisi Omo Bolahan, the whip, Chief Whip Yoruba in diaspora UAE. It's been an honor and a privilege having you on the show. And to my viewers, I will urge you to like, subscribe, and share, and follow us on all our social platforms so that you'll be getting a first-hand video or anytime we are live. So please don't forget or hesitate to like, share, and follow us on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. Thank you and stay blessed.
No regrets, speak up your mind, oh. Want you to speak up, feel free, yeah, yeah. Speak up your mind, oh.